The Roundtable.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the Roundtable.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Who's playing today, Marcus?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
No way.
No,
Is
I
it
think
me?
it's Marcus.
No, that's not me.
No, I didn't go last week.
Well, we did the trial last week.
So who was the
We
week
did the
before
trial.
that?
So
You did, Ed.
I did?
Yeah.
So it's Marcus.
What did I pray about?
I don't know, me.
Yeah, your fucking hat.
Oh, yeah, it is you, Marcus.
Yeah, that's right.
That was one of the worst prayers we've ever had.
That was a great prayer.
was a great
We
prayer. People keep talking
drew
about
a
it.
picture about it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they didn't like it, though.
No, they loved
Why
it.
would you
Well-
draw something that you didn't like?
Oh, why did Picasso paint women? He didn't like them.
Yes, he did.
Well,
Yeah, he did.
made them
He
all
loved
weird
tits.
looking.
Yeah, that's a terrible example. I mean, I'm sure you
I don't
could have
know.
found an example. Why do people
And Getty.
Why do Christian people paint pictures of Satan? That'd be a good one.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Well, something
I got a whole book.
Why is everybody saying shit that's just wrong?
No one said anything wrong yet.
Except for you.
What did I say?
And Jackie.
I don't know. Whatever it was.
I didn't fucking say nothing.
You are fat, Mookie.
Not
Mookie's
fat.
on the show. Marcus
you're
Pray.
big. You
He
got
got
big.
huge.
He got giant.
No, he's not.
There's no
God.
room in the room because of him.
Dear God, please, we're very worried about our friend Mookie.
Oof.
His weight problem is getting rapidly out of
I know
control. I think that it might be time for him to see a nutritionist or possibly a personal trainer.
Maybe you guys can give me some advice.
Cut out carbs.
Yeah, be a
cut.
better person.
Be good to our friend Mookie, for he knows not what he does. Amen.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. That was a very nice prayer from Marcus Parks.
To
Thank you.
Mookie losing weight.
Oh, my God. And if you're out there, if you want to draw a picture of what you think Mookie looks like, please make that picture as fat as possible because he's
go
huge.
buy more paper.
Oh, my God. Absolutely. He is not a 12 by 8 inch kind of drawing. You really need to get a full, what do you call that? Poster board.
Yeah, poster
Get some
board.
poster board, and then you can get half of
The
them. in there.
trifold thing that you used to do the science fair projects on, get one of them.
And that's just for his head. Yeah, I mean, he has gotten fat. But anyway, we're not here to
Mookie's
talk
fat
about how.
as fuck.
But no, hold it. We're not here to
He
talk
is
about how.
though, and I'm saying this like, don't skip Thanksgiving this year, man,
Yes.
for your own good.
We're
I
not.
need this, guys. Thank you.
We are not here to talk about how Mookie has gotten very fat.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, stop talking about how Mookie is so fat. We all know Mookie is overweight, and that's not what the podcast is about today.
And this is coming from a dude who got big over the last
You're
couple
fat,
years.
Holden.
I got fat in front of my friends' very eyes. Don't do that to them.
alarming, man.
They hate it.
Sad to watch.
They hate that shit, man.
I found it hilarious.
Yeah,
it was
Ed
great.
loves it, but that's because Ed's fucking ass can fill up a goddamn fucking,
Man,
I don't know, tiny room.
Anything you want.
Doghouse.
I can't even take baths anymore.
That's right.
It's just like a guy getting water splashed on him because I
Yep.
fill up the entire tub.
Exactly.
There's
It's
nothing that
sad.
makes you fatter than a tub, though. It makes me feel very fat every time I get in a tub. Can't
Well,
fit in a
There's
yeah.
no room for water.
Don't fill it up before you get in. That's for
Definitely
damn
not.
sure.
Take
Learn
it-
that
place-
mistake.
It's gonna flood the downstairs neighbors. They'll tell you that
Take
much.
Ed's example. In order to take a shower, he has to call set his house on fire and call the fireman over to fucking shoot him with the big
Hose him
hose.
down.
Yeah,
Hose
yeah,
him
yeah.
down.
You know how hard it is to get covered in soap, dry, waiting for firemen?
Right. Right. So, Mookie, this episode is called Scared Skinny, and I hope that you understand what your future entails if you continue on your way.
Taking a lot of baths right now.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just call the
I won't
episode
be able
Water
to forever.
Displacement.
God, the chin's on that piece of shit.
I know Mookie has really gained a lot of weight since the first time I met him.
I love it here.
All right, Jackie, you're here.
I'm here. Can't fit in the tub. I'm just glad no one's calling me fat. You know, guys?
yeah.
Thanks,
You're skinny,
guys.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
skinny.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah, compared to Mookie, I'm definitely
Oh,
a lot
my
better.
God. Mookie.
Next
anyway.
week when Mookie ain't here, you're the one again.
No, I'm not. Come on, guys. I need another week off. I need 2 weeks off.
I don't know. What are you doing next week, Mookie?
Probably just getting fatter, man.
Yeah, you should
yeah, he
constantly
will,
walk around with Jackie so she looks skinny.
He barely made it up the subway stairs. I'm Ed Larson.
Holdenators, ho!
Stop it.
Send me money and I'll lose weight.
That's not true.
Send me some money and
Just
I'll
the
lose
opposite
weight.
shit is gonna happen, man. Look how fat you got with no money.
You would be big with money. There's no doubt about that.
He's fat too.
But I will say, if Zach Braff can have a Kickstarter, let's do a Kickstarter to make Holden even fatter.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
my
do
God.
it. So
How
donate
big
to make
we
Holden
going?
fat.
We're
Yeah.
going bigger
doing?
than Harold Ramis, that's for sure. And he's dead.
He died. So
From
let's.
fat.
Well, he's
died-
Bones now. He's a skinny man.
Not yet.
I can't wait to be Bones.
Oh, my God.
I'll fit in every swimsuit in the land.
Yeah, I can't wait till your bones either.
You gonna suck on my bones when I die, Marcus?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Marcus will finally be able to like you. If you
Yeah,
pile of
Exactly.
bones.
I can't wait. Yeah. Marcus, can you reconstruct his bones into a person that I want to hang out with? That would be ideal.
Yeah, I
Put his
could.
feet on his head.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy getting fat, man. I taped together 2 of my old boxer shorts, and I got new undies.
You're
I'm having a good
disgusting.
time out there.
Again,
Yeah.
Mookie, this is your future if you keep on
Right
your,
here, man.
I
upward-
want to be just like all you guys, man.
All right, that's
You're
fine.
fucking 20-pound nose.
Star of Friends of the People that will be out later this month.
Jermaine's here?
No. No.
Mookie's on fire. Got that up so quick, being so overweight.
I know, he's sweating profusely. No, of course, Lil Rel is here. Lil Rel.
Yo, you know what's fucked up though, man? Like I've been seeing like the promos they've been putting together, and they interview all of us, and we all talk about the show and like how it came together, and like just different episodes or whatever. They cut me out of all of that shit. I'm in none of them, man.
Too ugly, man. Just
Yeah, I
too
know,
fucking
literally,
ugly.
I'm too bad looking.
No, it's because you're too intelligent for True TV, Kevin. That's
I
the
heard there
problem.
was a advertisement on the side of a bus. Is that true?
That was just Kevin.
Yeah. I
Waiting
was
for the bus.
They've been gluing Kevin to buses to scream, President People!
God, I love that True TV ad campaign where they just have one of the stars like waiting for a bus. Genius.
Gorilla
It's
campaigning.
Yeah, no, there's they like a bunch of tour buses. They have them on, and a couple buses are like deep in Brooklyn, and then they got like a couple different. There's like 10
Is your
different,
picture on it?
Yeah, there's like
That's
10,
so cool.
There's like 10 different billboards throughout town. Like I saw some of those that are like.
There's like a building-sized one.
But yo, there's one in Times Square that's like I saw like 3 of the other ones that were like they were like smaller. Like the actual poster itself has some other shows on it. So the poster itself is maybe like 20, 30 feet, and then our poster is maybe like 5 feet tall, whatever. But the one in Times Square. Like I put it on Facebook. I just wrote unnecessary when I saw like it's literally like it's like half a block. It was like I went into it and like I didn't know. I don't normally like get like sentimental or any shit like that. But I saw it and I was like looked at it and I was like I didn't know how to. I got a headache. Like, it was it was so big. It's so, like my face alone was probably 30 feet and all of us are in it like this
Jesus
shit is fucking
Christ.
nuts.
That's
You guys
great.
look at this
It's
shit.
a couple stories tall.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's really fucking big.
It's
Yeah, I was just
amazing. So if you see any advertisements for Friends of the People, take a little picture and send them to the Roundtable page. Or
Now,
just-
which
Is it-
Lucas brother is which?
well, it's Kenny and Keith.
Yeah, you can tell them apart, right?
Yeah.
How long did that take you?
Well, Kenny's nice and Keith is a little bit meaner.
No, Kenny's
not
probably
always
meaner.
true.
Keith is. But it's
Well,
like
I guess you guys have had different experiences than I
kinda-
have, because I know for a fact.
Yeah, they're both
You
very
can
nice.
look and tell like Kenny's kind of like hairier. He's got like more beard. Keith's is more patchy and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really got to get down there. All right. And then Walter is also here
Hi guys.
from Murder Fist. Thanks for being here, Walter. That's amazing, Kevin.
What, are you mad at me or something, Ben?
No, I'm not mad
That's how he interacts with people. You know, at first I thought Ben hated everybody, but then I realized that that's just how he talks to people.
That's him being civil.
With utmost disappointment anytime he sees them.
No, because Kevin has a billboard in Times Square, and then it's like, and Walter's here. You know, I mean, what's the transition?
That's just a treat for anyone.
Yeah.
So.
The last person I talked to is a future huge star, and then you are as well.
I am
Walter.
I've been a star for years.
That's right.
He got on commercials.
That's correct. And that's why. What was your favorite commercial?
Oh God, I don't care about any of them.
That's wonderful. All right. Let's do a news story, Marcus.
A newlywed bride had to confess to cheating on her husband with a dwarf stripper after she gave birth to a baby with dwarfism. The husband had no clue until the confession that his wife cheated on him. He thought throughout the pregnancy that the child was his. The woman met the stripper at her bachelorette party and had sex with him afterwards. According to the Spanish news site La Cinco del Dia, not even the woman's closest friends knew about the secret affair. The woman reportedly confessed to the incident as she held her newborn baby in her arms.
Tiny baby, though, huh?
Yeah. Are dwarf babies smaller than normal babies?
Yeah.
Oh, they must be so cute.
This wasn't in America.
No, this is in Spain.
This was in Spain. I don't understand, like, why even say anything. Just be like, oh, you have midget semen in you.
They probably.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's probably a test or something, right? Where they fucking.
They look weird. They just look weird. Here's a picture.
I'm sure
of one.
the
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the guy.
No, it's cute.
It's cute.
It's a cute dwarf baby.
It's cute, but it looks
and he's
weird.
kissing it.
I mean, it's cute like a French bulldog's cute.
Right.
Now it's just like this man-made disaster
It's
that
got those
shouldn't be
fucked up little
alive.
legs, man. You look at that baby, you know he's not sprinting.
Right, but okay, so you're the guy, right? I mean, what do? Your wife cheated on you during your
Did he hit
bachelorette
her?
party. I don't know. I don't think that he hit her.
I mean, what do you
I
do in a
almost feel
situation
like-
like that?
I don't know. I feel like
It's
I
a
would almost
dwarf. Isn't that
assume-
offensive?
It's weird because it's one of those things where it's a bachelorette party, and I would almost be like, that's a night where something probably will happen.
Yeah, all right, but you
It just
fucking
was
dwarf. Don't
unfortunate.
let the dwarf come in you.
Don't let him come in.
But he did.
But at a certain point, you gotta respect the midget's game, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's
I mean,
a good
he's
point.
a stripper.
Yeah.
Jackie, let's say someone does actually end up marrying
inside
you.
me?
Yeah,
Oh.
or coming inside. Mary, what do you? Your bachelorette party? What
What's
do you
my
get?
bachelorette party gonna
Yeah.
be?
Does it involve a dwarf?
No, I want to go shooting. I want to shoot things.
Oh, okay.
I want to hopefully shoot homeless people if I have enough
The most
money.
dangerous game.
The most dangerous game. If I am a millionaire, which if I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna marry a millionaire, of course.
yeah.
And he is going to give me a good amount of money to spend so that I can hunt a person and murder them in the wild.
So that's what you want to do for your bachelorette party?
Yes.
My question is, who would you bring with you?
I'm by myself. I'm not sharing it with anyone. I'm gonna have a big bottle of fucking Jack Daniels.
Right.
I'm gonna be by myself with a fire.
Do you eat it
Eat the person?
that you killed?
No, just beat it after it's dead.
See, here's the thing.
Oh,
I
I
would
see.
be more mad if you did that than like fuck the dude, because then I'd be like, oh shit, my wife is a dude.
Right.
You went out like your dream was to murder someone by yourself.
Eddie, what do you think?
I think
This
it's
is
fun.
This is emasculating.
What do you mean?
The woman cheated on the husband with a dwarf, with a little person. I mean, doesn't the husband? I mean, of course he yelled, "With a dwarf? Can you with a dwarf? Why would you do
In
that?"
all honesty, this is like the greatest thing that ever happened to this guy.
Why? How?
Because he gets to
Gets
get
off
out of the
scot-free.
marriage. Yeah, it's like she fucked
But
the
he
dwarf,
wanted
she
to
had a
marry
dwarf
her.
baby. You hit the road.
But he
There's also
loved
the
her.
other side of it where it's like it is a
didn't
dwarf, so
love
it's
her.
like maybe it's a novelty thing. You know, I could see in my head being like, well, I never fucked a dwarf. This is the last day I could fuck somebody without like being
you
a
could keep
legal
it around
obligation.
in a purse, you know?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't she just be like, "Oh, I guess it's like runs in my family or something"? Like instead of
The guilt,
to it.
Walter. The guilt.
The guilt alone, but I can't imagine that the dwarf looked anything like the guy. I mean, there's
Probably
different
not.
like
I mean, babies don't look like anyone.
right, and then you put the two and two together. She went to the dwarf nightclub. Where all the dwarfs are banging the girls and things like that for her bachelorette party. I mean, he figured it out.
Isn't it better in a way that she fucked a dwarf than a regular guy?
That's what I was
If
saying.
she had a
Yeah.
real baby with a real man, you can't just throw that in the garbage.
Well,
Yes, you
dwarfs
can.
are real men too. Let's clarify.
Let's definitely dwarves are real humans.
They are people.
We are
that-
not saying the dwarfs are subhuman.
I
or
know.
anything.
I mean,
If
honestly,
they were
Mookie is
full
saying
human,
that-
then they would be the size of us, right?
right.
They should have less rights.
Yeah.
Because they need less, everything else.
dwarfs, as
That's
soon as the
ridiculous.
doctor cuts the tail off of them, they're human. That's my opinion. If they keep the tail, then sure. If they've got the fucking snake tail at the bottom,
What about
bites.
people who are like quote unquote giants? Are they superhuman?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're saying, so Ben, by your logic, Ben should have more rights than you have.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And I think I
absolutely.
did,
He needs them
technically.
Yeah,
too.
you
He's
do.
such a
That's the
fucking haphazard monster.
But no, that's people. When you're tall, people just give you shit because they're scared. So we do have more stuff than you, man. It's like it's true.
The other day I went to
Dwarves
Dunkin'.
all have to like build houses in trees and shit like that to try to
Dude,
survive.
I've never been mugged, man. I don't even worry about being mugged. I walk down any street by myself.
I walk down streets and I just have my money on the outside, and I staple it to my jeans. It's
What money?
one. That's the problem.
Right.
I have no money. Mookie is fat. So we've discussed that before.
I don't know, man. I've kind of wanted to fuck a dwarf for a long time. Man.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have too.
They
Yeah.
got such big butts, man.
Yeah.
And just huge
y'all
ass
watch
butts.
dwarf porn?
I mean, I've dabbled.
The Mighty Midget is a very powerful pornographic collection if you get a chance to see it. And I would say that she's taken dongs about 9 inches.
Wow.
Like 9 inches big. And she's put it fully inside of herself. Yeah.
Wow.
And then she does do like, I'm your puppet, I'm your dick puppet, and stuff like that.
We used to have this dwarf.
It's hot stuff.
Dwarf Britney Spears impersonator who goes around the village, and she used to like show up at the poorhouse and start dancing on the bar, and people would just give her money and she'd leave.
I know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
She was great.
Man, there was like,
what is it? What were you saying?
No, it's not even like it's like. I just remember in the West Village there was another one who was like beautiful, like her face was like gorgeous, and
It's
like
probably the same chick.
Yeah,
she was pretty hot.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, blonde chick, and you know, she was a dwarf, so her body was fucking dope. I remember we were out one night, and then some dude was like, she was dancing on a table because, you know, she has to. And like some dude.
Yeah, otherwise, people step on
people
her.
Don't. It's like she literally was like she was dancing with a dude on, like she was on a table and she was grinding with a dude because that's the only way that they could grind together. She stood on the table, like she had to stay on the table, and like the dude, like they're grinding and shit, and then he starts making out with her, and like people were like laughing.
And this is a regular size
guy.
Yeah.
And people were like laughing and pointing at him, and I remember like they left together. Like I saw them, like I mean we had left that bar, but like an hour later, an hour later I saw them walking out like holding hands, like everyone was just like, you know, like laughing at the shit, whatever. But the whole time I was like, I wish I was that dude.
Yeah.
I bet he had a night to remember.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's taboo. That would be taboo, right?
Yeah.
If you see a regular sized person with a little person. Mookie, what do you think about that? Should it be that controversial?
Well, I think it's just rare because people aren't ready for that. But I wouldn't be caught dead in a situation like that.
Where's their movement? You know, the little person movement. There should be a little person march.
Well, you know, Peter Dinklage, he talks out about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's their spokesman. And, you know, if we wanted to rent a midget stripper, I found over on hbstrippers.net, they've got a whole midget stripper page. We can buy one from anywhere between $800 to $1,200. That includes...
That's great. How much just to rent it?
Yeah. Seems like a lot to buy, yeah.
I don't want to have to feed it or nothing.
Right.
You gotta get the specific pellets.
It's like, what do they eat, man? It's like cornflakes.
Live crickets, right?
Baby carrots.
Now throw a head of lettuce in there.
Now, what do the services that we get for owning this midget?
Well, you know, you got to get them the salt lick.
That's a deer. You're disgusting.
Well, the reason why midget strippers are more expensive than regular strippers is because midget strippers have to travel with a bodyguard. Always traveling with a bodyguard.
I thought they all
What
had
stripper doesn't travel with a bodyguard?
Male strippers are built-in bodyguards.
That's a good point.
What's the whole point of the little person female stripper? You know, I mean, I guess it's just
to see a little person naked. Yeah, you can see the little titties and their little ass. And
I mean, if Kevin ever gets married, then we know exactly what to do at his
little
bachelor party.
Man, just make it nothing.
Put feathers on her and shit.
Yeah, but just don't let the stripper nut inside of you.
Yeah. 9 months later, he's got a beautiful child. I don't know. The little person stripper thing, that seems interesting to me.
I gotta do it.
Yeah, I would get one, laugh. Mm-hmm. But I guess
did you fuck a midget, Ben?
I've never had one.
I know you'd never had one. Would you do it?
Well, I don't
You'd
know.
fuck anything that wanted to fuck you.
Well, a lot. Well, then I would be having sex a whole little. No one that wants to have sex with me, and it's tragic and sad. But
you've got a lady, and she's tiny. She's
really
almost
tiny.
little person size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's skinny. All midgets are kind of fat.
I was kind of wondering about that too. Like, how does she just crawls all around you like you're a fucking treehouse or something?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm the treehouse, and she's the young boy. Climbing up, wanting to play house. You know. I'm always like, burn it down.
That's why I keep finding fake mustaches in the toilet.
No, I've never had sex with a little person, but I would assume that it's not bad. it must be good.
Anyone here ever screw around with a midget or seen him naked? Good
Is
butt party?
midget fine? I think midget's okay. I think midget's better than
Midget's the worst. Midget is the thing they hate the worst.
I don't
They just decided that.
I think dwarf sounds more ridiculous.
No,
Dwarf
but they-
is worse.
Yeah,
to me.
dwarfs and little people are two different things.
Dwarf sounds like some fucking Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, little
Dwarf
people's
is
an
happy.
insult.
What does
No,
Dinklage
little
want?
people is what they want. Dinklage, I think, wants dwarf because he does have primordial dwarfism.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
there's
it's
a
like
difference.
it's like the weird, like the primordial dwarfism is the big head.
Primordial sounds
that's the
terrible. That's
worst
how they
one.
describe the ooze in Ninja Turtles.
That is true. Yeah, but no, that's
What
the
about
medical
shitheads?
term.
Can we call them shitheads?
you can't call them shitheads. I mean, you could.
Unless
I
they
want
owe
to
you
call
money.
them NBA Jam big head modes.
It's a long slur, so I think that will work. You NBA Jam big head mode.
No, they consider midget to be their N-word.
Really?
It's the M word.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
I guess you get rid of the M, put an N in there.
I don't
Yeah,
recall
they
a
do
bunch
say-
of little
yeah.
people or dwarves getting, boated over here to create an entire economy that now we get to,
Yeah.
love here in the
remember
United
that?
States. I don't remember the little people slave movement, but if that is their
They were
M word,
busy, they were making our cups.
They hardly
They
got
were
anything
like,
I don't recall.
They would make shoes in the middle of the night.
I would imagine they were one of the only people left during the slave trade. Whenever it was like trying to get strong soldiers and stuff, I would assume that the little people were the ones that they got to stay around.
There was that whole Willy Wonka movie, and nobody really talked about that.
That's true. They make
Wizard of
chocolate.
Oz. The Wizard of Oz.
No.
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
Two acting jobs in the history of midgets.
A
Those
lot
poor
of those
fuckers.
little people are still caking off those movies
Yeah.
to this day.
Residuals.
And
man.
I mean, Christmas season is your big money holiday.
Yeah. Well, you can't get left outside or you're going to freeze to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out now what my N word is. I don't
you?
know.
For you?
Yeah, for me.
Lumpy. It's the L word.
Oh,
for
lumpy.
you.
I love being called lumpy. Did you see my penis?
Looks like one of those horrible squash.
Yeah, something like
Come
that.
around this time of year. Gourd.
Yeah, gourd. It's engorged.
Oh,
my
take
gourd.
my
is
gourd, you fuck.
Take my gourd, you fucking hair person.
That's what you call women? Eddie, I felt like that was offensive. I got it. That was a trigger for me.
That's your H word.
What is my N word? Is it
Lizard?
No.
responsible?
It's not responsible. Kevin,
Nice.
Kevin,
Nice is a bad one.
say the thing that you want to say to Holden. Call
the thing that I want to
the
say.
one word that sums up your hatred for Holden. That's
feel
going to
like
be
it's-
his word.
I don't know,
books
but
long.
It's just like there's so many things.
I know. It's tough. That's why I gave it to you. I don't know what to.
It's like there's so many
Annoying.
how do you summate annoying?
Ooh, I got
greasy.
Brat.
Brat. That's a tough one.
That enrages me.
See?
No, Brat's not good though. It's too like saucy and Sweet 16.
Yeah.
It's like, but how do you combine? I just want because you got to combine greasy, annoying, lizard, pigeon-bodied. It's like how do you?
It's like
combine
some
all
weird
these
medieval word that doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
You know
maybe scapegrace?
Oh my god! That enrages me.
All right, that's the one. What does scapegrace mean?
I mean, it means a badly behaved, a mischievous or wayward person, especially a young person or a child, a rascal.
Oh, all right.
Space Grace.
Yeah, space grace, scapegrace.
Oh, Scapegrace.
Scapegrace.
Holden
Why don't I
McNeely, the young scapegrace.
I don't know, man, but that's just such a behavioral thing, man. Why don't we just call them landfill?
Oh, I like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's definitely dumped a lot of garbage into his body.
All right, next news story. Things got pretty strange during a battle rap between Daylight and Real Deal in Phoenix over the weekend. According to Battle Rap magazine, the MC, that would be Daylight, came out dressed in all black, including a cloak covering his head. The fans got quickly tired of his antics and began to boo him on stage. The booing continued while the MC removed the top portion of his black cloak to reveal a fake severed head to go along with one of his battle rap lines. As you'd expect, this resulted in more booing. Daylight obviously wasn't happy with the crowd's reaction and yelled, "If I hear 2 more boos, I'm gonna boo-boo on the stage." Over the mic, Well, apparently he really did mean it, and after more booing took place, he proceeded to pull his pants down on stage and poop in front of the crowd before being escorted out by security.
You refer to that as boo-boo?
Boo-boo, and if you look over here, you will see a picture of Daylight boo-booing on stage. If you look closely, you can see what is either a poo-poo, a boo-boo, or his pee-pee. One of the two. What do you guys think? I think that's a little shit coming out.
I do too.
Daylight, how far you falling?
Yeah, I mean, this is some video of.
I thought he was breakdancing.
Oh no, he got nothing out.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do in front of all those people.
It is, but I think he would have been
That's
able to do it.
That's kind of a really funny thing to like. You're just trying to shit while people are running towards you to tackle you. And you're just
wait. You know, that security team was so ready for it. It seemed like they had practice for this type
Well,
of
Daylight is known for his antics, apparently.
Right. I mean, I feel like, if you're going to boot on stage, this is a great retort. Just take a big dump.
Yeah. I once saw a guy or a video on one of those like, oh, this is so embarrassing sites of a guy during a rap battle accidentally piss himself. And then try to like, he was like rapping stuff, and then you just see the stream go down his leg, coming through the pants. He just pissed himself. I don't know. He probably had a pee real bad. He was in the middle of his rap battle, and then he just sort of tries to play it off, like he keeps trying to kind of like flex and stuff. And everyone's like, oh! But then there was also the twerk competition on this one dude, and then he gets a boner in the middle of the twerk competition, and then everybody's pointing to laugh at his boner, but it's like a whole auditorium of people just pointing and laughing at his boner. And there's a camera on a big screen, and they move the camera in on this dude's boner. It was like a nightmare that you would have in high school.
But then it's the same one because then he jizzes.
Yeah,
and the
he
dude
came. That's right. And they're like fucking going in on the cum, and it seems like, oh god,
no way. Who was
devastating?
Was he dancing with another person?
No, he was like lying down
on his back, and a chick was just like grinding her ass on his fucking
jizz, man. He's got all these hot ass Latin and black chicks fucking twerking on his dick, and he's just lying there. he jizzes in his pants.
Wow!
And they're like, oh shit, this nigga.
And there's just all these shots of people just literally pointing and laughing at him.
Oh, they are going.
Oh, Marcus, I gotta see this.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
It's so.
I mean, this is embarrassing. This guy looks like a savior.
Oh, he's doing great. Oh, they have his face blurred out.
The video I saw, his face was not blurred at all.
I would say this is not enough to come. This man has never had sex before.
I just came right now watching this.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's hot. It's great.
No, but they like grind on him for a while. And he deals with like a bunch of different chicks.
Grinding one after the other.
Oh, then he comes.
Everyone's laughing at him.
He's like, no.
Oh, the poor girl that has to have sex with him next.
The camera stopped looking at him and just started hitting the crowd.
Yeah.
Literally, the whole crowd is just
Could you
dying
imagine?
laughing.
It's just you laying on your back on stage, and everyone is pointing and laughing at you. That is a nightmare.
This video was like why I was like, I will never do this. Like, no way. I will never volunteer.
All of a sudden, it's a fucking donkey show.
Like they're uncontrollably laughing.
Yeah,
they can't even breathe. They're laughing.
Did he
so
do
hard.
anything wrong? I mean, those chicks were extremely attractive.
Oh my God.
My heart goes out to the guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Every dude is fucking came too quick at some point. And he had like 8 chicks
last week.
The hottest girls you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, you came too quick last week, huh?
Like,
Yeah.
Eddie, when did you come too quick last week?
It was you can barely even remember when it happened. It was so fast.
That's you were so drunk.
No. Drunk, I would have been able to
keep
it going. Yeah.
You had bad sex last week, though?
Yeah, but I made up for it like in a couple hours.
That's fine.
Yeah, but that's what you do. You just go, hey, baby, it'll be cool. And then you fall asleep, and then you get married.
That's true. Oh my God, that poor guy. I don't think
it goes out to him, man.
Do you ever come too quick, Kevin?
Oh, all the time, man.
Yeah?
You got to.
Yeah, that's true. Jackie, you ever come too quick?
Yeah, but you can keep going though.
Yeah,
Jackie,
women
for
have
one.
a bunch.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a guy come like just far too quick, 30 seconds in, 15 seconds in?
Yeah, I mean, when you have like a pussy that's equivalent to a bucket of slop, it's difficult for it. It's like I don't even know if he went or not. So as long as I'm going, that's all I care about.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. That's why I put my little. I just get my. Take my pokey stick out of my pocket, and I just let that do the work for the rest of the time. She's already fucking blind drunk. She doesn't know I'm not fucking her by that point. I'm just jamming at her with my pokey stick.
What's the pokey stick?
It's a little stick I keep in my pocket when I go on dates.
It's wood?
Yeah, I feel like it might be a pretzel rod.
I love it when you put salt on your dick. It feels so good in my pussy.
That's so good. I can't believe how drunk you got me. But that is not rape.
If you say so.
Not when she's your girlfriend.
That's what's so fucked up about like something like that, where like that dude now he's ruined.
Yeah.
Anybody who sees
You
that
think
video
that-
or was there,
Is his name attached to it?
but no, but like anybody who sees that and knows that whoever was there, everybody in that room knows that what that guy's name is.
That guy's gonna be a father
and by
someday.
there, yeah, everybody in that town knows that dude's name.
Yeah, you gotta
but
move
who
to
knows?
Canada.
That was just his moment, you know.
Yeah.
That was a time he could be fucking the best dude at fucking in that entire town, but he's never gonna fuck again.
I mean, literally,
because of that
one
video.
girl after the other, like, rides
And
his
they were
dick.
just perfect women.
Like,
Yeah.
practically fucks his dick off.
My whole thing is the public aspect of it. Like, who here's gotten a lap dance?
Yeah.
And then in front of a crowd of,
But, like I got a lap dance by a male stripper once, and I was uncomfortable. Like, not hard uncomfortable. I was like,
oh, I loved
I'm
it when
not-
I got my
Yeah,
tits in
I
my
always
face.
Yeah. And male strippers, I always
I think
love it
they're
when they give me a
different.
nice lap dance. hot, and with the dick, and you got
they rub it on you.
You've been to male strip clubs before, right, Ben?
Oh my God, so fucking many, it's ridiculous. Because my brothers,
Why would they take you? All right, I've never gone with my brother to a strip club. Anyways,
I mean, they
and we're
like
both
them,
straight. Why
They
would-
like them. So yeah, I mean, male strip clubs are a lot like straight strip clubs, but then all the guys are, there dancing, and it's just
Still
different.
filled with dudes.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that was
just-
the way my brother came out to me in an email. He said, I'm going with my boyfriend Dallas to the gay 90s. Come and join us. And that was how he came out. So I went to meet him at the gay 90s in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This was about 2003.
Is that just like a screening of Melrose Place? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. A bunch of male strippers there with the dicks and everything. But the male strip
Were
clubs
they
are
waving
funny.
their dicks around?
Well, they were, and I would have preferred if they were hard, because I think the flaccid
little
penis
weird.
is more offensive than the
Yeah.
hard penis.
It is grosser.
the weird thing about that.
That's the thing about male strippers. They have to be like, I would say 60% big.
Yeah.
So you
That's
have
so weird.
but you
Why?
can't be fully engorged. I don't know what they're up
So
to.
ridiculous.
How do they keep it at just that level, though? That's a talent.
They're straight.
talented.
It's Cialis.
Ooh.
That's the thing. The most male strippers, not all, but most male strippers, especially in the gay world, are straight.
Would that make you upset, Walter?
Not really, because I'm paying them to do a service.
Right.
But my biggest complaint about male strippers is that it's all butts. You know what I mean? Whenever they're like doing a strip tease, it's like, look at my butt. Look at my butt. And then I'm kind of going to pull down and see the root of the dick, but then I'm going to pull it back up and then look at my butt some more. And I'm just like,
Root
I
dick?
don't...
Foundation.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to see that root dick.
The dick root. But no, and I'm just like, this is...
So you
it's
prefer it
almost
was
boring.
just all dick.
Yeah, I want to see the dick. Show me the dick.
Interesting.
Well, let's just keep that, and that'll be ISIS propaganda against America.
Absolutely.
That is perfect. I agree. Yeah, show the fucking dick.
Yeah, show the dick.
Why else would you be your male stripper? You have no other skills.
I agree.
Show your
Are male
dick.
strip
I'm starting
clubs
to
the
think you
same
don't
as
even have a dick, bro.
No, they dance very well.
They do. They have great bodies.
Are male strip clubs the same as female strip clubs, where if they're nude, they're not allowed to sell liquor at the strip club?
That's why. That's why they
Yeah.
focus on the butt.
That
Makes sense.
Do they
I'm sure
spread their
somebody
butt
likes the
cheeks
butt.
and show the asshole?
No. It's just
It's
shaking their butt.
worthless. It's fucking worthless.
Shaking their open butt.
Dumb, man.
You
Good is
gotta
that for anybody?
You can
gotta
see
show
dude
it.
ass anywhere. A dude could be sitting on a bench wrong and you see his ass.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't make any sense at all.
See it all the time.
Every day.
Yeah, right. I don't like it at all.
I'm gonna open up a male strip club called Worms.
Will it be full nude, or they have to keep their underwear
Up
on?
next is Gummy Worm. He's covered in sugar. He's fucking fat. It's just the owner walking out with
After
a
him,
gummy worm.
the dirty worm. He's covered in dirt.
The tip of his penis does not have a hole. Check out Gummy Worm.
Where does
Coming
it
at
go? Not out the tip.
I'm going to Worms. That's all I
He
know.
pisses out of his balls.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gummy Worm.
Pop a hole in him, huh?
He owns the club and he hates the club.
Doesn't like his life. All right, Marcus, what's another story?
An Italian teen who was bullied for being too fat is now in serious condition after his tormentors blasted him in the rectum with a compressed air hose. Yeah. The attackers allegedly forced the 14-year-old boy from Naples to pull down his pants and assaulted him with the kind of air gun used at a car wash.
Wow.
You guys aren't going to put an air hose in my ass.
Shut the fuck up, you fat piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta go.
Flush out his ass, guys.
One of the three attackers was 24 years old.
Oh, come on.
This is a bad way to
Should
go.
know better by
He
then.
died?
No, he's in serious condition, though. He was hospitalized with lacerations to his intestines and serious bleeding.
Wow, this could have happened to you, Ben.
Yeah.
It could happen to anybody. And that's what's so dangerous. An air gun to the butthole. That's a terrible way to die.
Where was this?
This was in Italy, in Naples.
Oh, okay.
La Cosa Nostra.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does that make sense?
Italians are monsters.
Yeah,
I
they're
could see myself
deviants.
being an Italian teenager and be like, yo, it'd be so funny if we put this fucking air hose in his ass.
Hey, yo, we won't fucking stick this goddamn hose up his fucking throat.
This motherfucker, he's gonna learn one way or the other.
Spaghetti's guts are coming out your butts and guts.
That's perfect, Daddy.
I'm gonna name a male strip club. It's gonna be called Butts and Guts.
Lots and guts. I can't wait to go there.
Open up the butt and get a look at that boy's guts. His name's
yeah.
Charles.
It's going to be intense and wonderful.
He ain't got no home.
He ain't got no home.
Good Lord.
He'll never get a college degree. Look at those guts, gentlemen.
God damn. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And you just hear the air go, and it just goes into your body. You've got to feel what it feels like to be a balloon.
What do you feel like?
Your
does
bone,
body just
your
shut
skin
down?
must separate from the bone and the muscle, right?
Has to be. Has
When
to
you
be
get
something
in
like
there.
that. Yeah, it's his lacerations to his intestines.
Right.
So it had to really
like,
fuck
gone.
things
No,
up.
it
really
does.
You do it
bad.
up the asshole, it's gonna go through the tubes and stuff.
When you inflate
like a balloon.
somebody, the whole thing, spreads
You've done
apart.
this.
Yeah. No, I've never done it. But I would assume that happens.
It's got to be. That's like shit had to have gone into organs that it wasn't supposed
Oh, I
to
didn't
go.
think
into.
about that.
So the poo-poo got flushed up.
Yeah, it had to.
Ooh.
Right.
man.
It might be a fun thing to do if you could do it the opposite way, though, and just have a big sucker in your butt and just clean out all your poo-poo.
And you know what?
People
This
do-
isn't the first
people
time
kinda
we've
do that.
covered one of these stories. Way back in 2011, we covered an electrician who got an air hose up the butt.
That's right.
He also had injuries to his anus. And he had injuries to his anus, his bowels, and his intestines.
So if you put an air compressor up somebody's butt, then it hurts their anus.
All right, so it works.
All right.
We know now. 2 for 2.
Good to know. All right.
The experiment, we have our control.
Solid product.
Has there been? You can look up if there's been a case of the opposite, where like somebody put an air hose in their mouth, thinking that it would just make them shit out everything.
Well, let me see here.
That's gotta have happened.
Is this the worst thing that could happen to you, Jackie?
Nah, not the worst thing, but it's got to be pretty fucking rough, man.
Yeah.
This is a rough one.
Yeah.
It's just he's got to get out of there and just like cut all these dudes' dicks off, you know?
That's the only revenge.
It's like
Yeah.
Old Boy.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to go after these fucking guys.
Thank
I
God
agree.
Mengele didn't have one of these.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. I wouldn't be surprised if he did have some sort
Was
of
Mengele devious?
He was just inquisitive, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was just super curious.
He was curious.
Yeah.
Just like a cat.
like Curious George, like a monkey.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Kevin, if you spray compressed air into your mouth, it will damage your lungs and esophagus.
Oh no! I didn't think that. I didn't think that you could spray it in and it would just make you shit. I was just thinking that like hopefully there was somebody in the world that did think that, and then they did it. And
They did not. They did not. This did not happen. At least if it did happen, it didn't make the news.
Well, that was an old mob thing they used to do too, and they do it in the Middle East as well. Where they puff somebody's lips up so much, they put the air compressor in their mouth and they break their cheeks.
Jesus.
Yeah. So don't go snitching. But yeah, it's a great torture technique. So the guy is not doing well.
No, he's not doing well at all. But you know, the main attacker's family.
How's the air compressor?
Just fine, Eddie. The main attacker's family claims the injuries were the result of a stupid prank gone wrong. They told the local they're all good kids who make fun of each other. They didn't understand that the compressor with that power could do such damage. For them, it was just a game.
The 24-year-old didn't fucking think about that for a second?
Boys being boys.
Yeah, boys being boys.
I mean, at 24, I think that's a man being a boy. You know?
Yep. Mario Campanella, the president of the Anti-Bullying Association that is within Italy, he said, the violence suffered by the 14-year-old from Naples makes us cry and angry.
Oh,
This is sexual
the fuck up.
No, I'm on the side of the 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, he had a trophy stuffed up his ass.
10 years older than him, man.
Exactly.
I'm talking
Isn't
about
this
the
sexual?
anti-bullying guy in Italy.
It makes us cry.
Yeah, your last name can't end in a vowel.
Yeah,
and
home
then
of the
you,
Catholic Church. I mean, bullying is the least thing that they should be concerned about. The last thing, rather. But I mean, this is a sexual assault.
I'd say so. I mean,
I don't
you're
think it's
definitely
sexual as much as it's just like straight up cruel.
Yeah.
It is cruel.
I don't think they were beaten off to it. Then it'd be a sexual assault.
Yeah, if they came
But
like
they were
that,
just
dude.
shoving this up his ass.
Yeah. This is the one. Yeah, this is not.
I mean, you're a survivor of things being shoved up your ass.
Not only a survivor, a person who enjoys it.
Amen, Ben. Amen.
You know, absolutely. You know, there's nothing wrong with having some.
You took a bowling trophy in the ass.
Basketball
It was
trophy.
a basketball trophy. Let's not.
Was the guy reaching up to dunk so that at least the ball was at the tip of it and it went in a little easier?
I'm just gonna say
Boys being boys.
that the guy scored.
Well, the basket that big, of course he's gonna fucking score.
Well, it's not that big, for Christ's sake.
Your big ass basket.
No. Oh, wait, let's not call my butthole a
Sandwiches
basket.
and a blanket in there, some
It's
forks.
fine.
and a
Yeah, good
couple-
lord.
If you're a victim of sexual assault, don't hide
Text
in the
Hooters
darkness.
to Ben Kissel.
Yes, text me your breasts. That's not a bad idea. Facebook me your tits.
Text me your tits and he'll give you the number of someone who can help
Cock's
you.
gonna come in here right now.
No, obviously you're of age and you're 24 years old. Yes. So I'm at Ben Kissel there on Facebook and just send me all your hot nudes. Anyway, so what I'm saying is this 14-year-old boy is going to end up being a great podcaster.
We're going to stay in the realm of fat here in the news. Fire investigators say a fire at a crematorium was likely caused by the cremation of a 500-pound body. The fire started when the furnace used to cremate the 500-pound body got too hot. Jerry Hendricks, the manager at Southside Cremation, told CBS 6 that the fire was a result of the size of the body his workers were processing at the time. Extra steps are taken to ensure the cremation process goes smoothly when handling obese bodies. Hendricks said the body was so obese that the actual body fat came off and went straight up the sack and hit the roof material, the rubber roof that we have up there, and that's what made it go up like it did. My guys, we did all we could. Once it started, the grease hit the roof and started the fire.
A grease fire from a fat man?
Yes, he was so fat and he had so much fat in his body that he started a grease fire at a crematorium.
Oh my god, you gotta get that baking soda. You put the baking soda on the grease fire. Don't add water. Don't add water.
No.
You lit up that fat man. Just cut him up. Cut them up and fry them up throughout the week.
All I'm saying,
it's the lazy Undertaker.
That's a good point, Holden. You were saying?
I was gonna say that's why I hang out with Ed. If somebody ever is coming at me, I'm just gonna set Ed on fire and push him at the dude.
Yeah. I tell you, it's like when I go to the laundromat and I put too much clothes in the dryer. She's like, "It's too much. You put it out. You put two dryer.
Your pants too big.
Yeah.
Your pants too big. Take a pole washer. Take a pole washer with your fucking pants, and your zipper too big for dryer.
That's why Asians need to be running these funeral homes, and this wouldn't even be an issue.
I don't know. Where is it like the bad accent laundromat? Where are you going? I think that's wonderful.
You think it's wonderful?
This fat guy, he got his revenge.
On what?
On everybody.
What are you talking about?
When I died, the whole place is going down.
Ben Kissel.
Got his revenge.
Got his revenge.
You gotta have a 500-pound great life.
It was
you
wonderful.
ate like a madman.
Yeah. When I carve up my corpse, I'll burn down your building. Who cares? Well.
Oh, man.
An oversized cremation is likely to cost at least $100 to $500 more than a standard cremation.
Because he's fat.
Yeah, because it's going to burn down the building.
Transportation costs.
What do you think about...
Fuck you.
Extra cost for an oversized cremation container.
Oh, shut up.
And
That's
excess
ridiculous.
weight cremation charge.
How much of the cremation is actually the person, by the way? You know, is it always the person, or is it half wood chunks and things like that?
It's probably about half wood chunks, yeah.
Yeah.
From what I understand of the cremation process.
And we know nothing about it.
I cremated all over this chick last night, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Bad
sure your
joke. That's a
fucking
bad
fat
joke.
hit the ceiling, too.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
disgusting.
sorry.
You banged a girl last night?
I did.
You had sex with
I'm
a
in
woman.
a good mood.
What is wrong?
You know what
with
it is? I'm calling it right now. It's that fucking Noah hat.
Yeah, man. Ever since I got the hat,
Well, you're not
beating
wearing
him
it.
off.
Who?
Myself too.
Yeah.
Eddie, what does pussy juice smell like?
Oh my god, it's fucking gross.
You don't like it?
I love it.
Yeah. Jackie, you ever met a guy who didn't like the smell of your vagina? Of your vagina? Of your vagina? Of your vagina?
My vagina?
Of your vagina?
I think that if they didn't and if they said something, I mean, you're not gonna fuck them. So even if you don't like it, you just fucking deal with it, right?
Yeah, you can't say anything. It's just ethics, man. That's the ethics of America.
It's another good thing about being a guy. Like, girls get yeasties and stuff that makes their pussy smell bad, but no dude has, like, a bad dick smell disease.
Oh, no. There is a bad
Walter,
dick smell
speak-
disease.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's
God,
more
yes.
balls, right?
No, it's the whole area.
Walter,
what do you-
the floor
root
is yours, Walter.
The root. Well, no, the thing is that, like, guys sometimes just reek down there. And I guess it's, I mean, if you think about it,
Yeah, but
going
one
throughout-
wash of it and it'd be gone.
Right. But, like, I don't know. Just sometimes you're just like, ugh.
Have you ever stopped sucking on a sweet knob because the odor was too much?
Well, I wouldn't have started. That's the whole thing. I've been like, hey, babe, let's get in the shower.
What it done?
But no, but I think it's different though, man. Because like it was a dude, like you get in the shower.
Yeah,
and
it's
solid.
well, it's external, but the woman is.
But with a chick, it's like there's something like they have demons inside of him.
It's like they're cooking something. in there.
By the way, for the ladies, it's cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Flushes it out.
That's the
That
same
makes
for
it
anybody.
better.
For dudes and chicks, is
for
vitamin
dudes,
C.
So you just get in a spray bottle and.
Well,
you
cranberry
drink-
juice and pineapple juice.
You soak it in a sponge. You just shove a sponge up there.
No, but
Leave it
actually,
there.
for guys, to make your semen taste better, especially if you're a smoker, drink pineapple juice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
pineapple
it's,
is
no, it's the same. It's
what I hear.
the active thing there is the vitamin C. But specifically, I don't know if it's like slightly different, but it's like ascorbic acid is what does it. I don't know, man. I was like a fucking medicine person for a while. So it's like that's
Medicine, you went to medicine person.
No, I was going to medicine. I was pre-med.
Was this in Brazil?
It's like
I saw that movie. It was Sean
it's like-
Connery.
I feel like everyone's
the end all along.
I feel like
so
everyone's trying to
you
go
avoid-
PC about Kevin too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not being like he was a witch doctor.
But then
he was
there's
a
other
medicine
shit too.
person.
It's like it's that, but then you if you eat a lot of cauliflower, it'll make it bad.
I know who I'm gonna call
Cabbage,
next time my
like
balls
all that-
Cauliflower's bad for your
Cauliflower,
semen?
cabbage, I think broccoli is a bunch of like vegetables that'll make it like, and it's the
Stinky cum?
same shit for
Yo,
girls.
can you
too.
write this shit down for me,
And-
man?
You're not
I heard
getting laid.
tomatoes make pussy stink.
No. I think tomatoes are. Tomatoes
Oh,
are the
Italian
opposite.
women,
They're good.
Jesus.
Yeah, only when
I
you
think
sit
tomatoes
on
are the
them.
opposite.
That's great.
But yeah,
That's
it's just like
great.
there's certain vegetables that'll make it bad.
Yeah.
And then it's like anything that's like high in vitamin C will help it.
Oh,
To a certain
wow.
degree.
I didn't know. Have you ever had cum in your mouth, Walter, that you thought was so repulsive you had to spit it out?
yes.
Yeah.
Yikes. I could imagine that too. I didn't even think about that.
I mean,
Getting
I have
shot up and then you had a squirty squirt happen.
I've run across some pussy that was pretty
Oh,
fucking
me too.
foul,
I had
yeah.
an ex who she must have had a yeast infection or something. But I'd go, oh, it
You're
was
lucky
like
you didn't get it in your mouth. That's what happens.
Oh, it's like a it was like a sewer down there.
Yeah.
You actually kind of look like a living yeast infection.
I could be.
Yeah.
I talked to the doctor about it, but he
said
locked
you were
me in the
still human.
basement
Yeah,
before I could even get an answer from him. And then I just fucking burned my way out of it.
Yeah. Different strokes.
Yeah, man. I just didn't even think about how my Goo-Go smells.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's the
As a
Goo-Go.
gay, do you think about it more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not about because the goo tastes bad, but the guy's area is what smells bad.
Okay.
Because think about it as guys, you throughout the day you're
So
sweating
how
down
do
there.
you
and-
clean a dick?
I mean, with your mouth, I would assume.
Those poor women. Those poor women.
By the way, Murder Fist did a great show last night for Sketch Fest, and in one of the sketches, Eddie, you were wearing underwear, and only underwear, and it was
a diaper.
A diaper.
It was a diaper.
Your balls are huge.
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
He's the biggest balls on the table.
Everyone could see your balls. I was talking with people in the back about like, oh my God, look at his balls. And then halfway through the sketch,
Thank
everyone...
God they forgot their 3D glasses.
Holy Christ, poke an eye out. Big old nuts. Big nuts. Walter, you like a guy with big nuts?
Yeah.
All right.
Does that factor into it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just a perk.
Yep.
Jackie, yourself?
Nuts and nuts. You know?
I do. All right, Marcus, what's another story?
Police are investigating a local high school coach and several players in Pittsburgh after they allegedly duct taped an autistic boy to a goalpost.
Oh, come on.
There's a lot of silly pranks going on this
Yeah,
week.
it's very silly.
They just got done watching radio as a team together. Like, that ain't gonna be us.
The anti-radio movement. Yeah.
16-year-old Austin Babinsack said...
I mean, your last name's Babinsack. Let's face it, it's gonna be autistic.
They named him Austin as well, and he's autistic. I mean, the whole thing is wrong.
Autistic Austin?
Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah.
Autistic Austin Babinsack. I mean, Tokens, you read a story about him.
He says that he was left duct taped to the goal for approximately 15 minutes while the student went back to the school to get another student, presumably to show them the funny prank.
Right.
He said he told KDKA, "I was really shaken. I thought I was going to be stuck there for a long time." His mother, Christy Babinsack.
Then he said ice cream over and over again.
Yeah, you never know what he wants.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Pizza. It's dinner time now.
His mother, Christy Babinsack, said he was terrified. He could have died. He could have had a heart attack from being so stressed out. He was screaming at the top of his lungs. He's autistic.
Get a job, bitch.
Well, let's not yell so much.
Why did his mom tell the fucking news that he was autistic? They didn't need to know that.
Well, she's trying to get a
He's
lawsuit
regular
going.
kid. There's no excuse
What?
for why this happened to him if he's a regular kid.
Yeah, I guess so.
But at the same time, it was only 15 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
if someone does a prank on me, like I don't worry about shit until at least like an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it's
You know what I
real.
mean?
I mean, I think this makes you part of the club, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get tied
yeah,
up by the goalpost or, on the
If you would
goalpost.
just sit there and took it, they would have respected him.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole point of friendship. I mean, all of us torture
So all
each other.
you
We
autistic
torture
listeners out there, just, remember, just sit there and take it.
Well, we don't even know if this guy was autistic.
least
I think
an
his
hour
mother
go
might
by.
have just said it.
yeah.
I feel like it would have creeped them out a lot more if they had come back 15 minutes later and he was there like completely complacent by it, just like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, it's like loving it.
That's how you win the
That's
prank.
how you win it. It's like, I love this. I
Yeah.
can fucking stay here all day.
I'm not duct
you
taped to
piece
the
of shit.
goalpost. The goalpost is duct taped to me. Yeah, the goalposts are like, no!
Starts chewing through the duct tape, you know?
How many autistic listeners do you think we have?
many?
I think there's one. There's one that's very proud of
I don't
being
know, but
autistic.
if they saw them all in a jar, they'd be able to count them.
Well, that's
What
definitely
happened?
true.
Hold on.
Holden just got John Moreno drunk in 2 seconds.
Oh, no. Get him off the show.
Ben
John Moreno.
Kissel, I want to suck on your nuts.
Well, he's just fine with me. John Moreno, a great member of Murder.
My God, he was hammered last night.
Woof, mama.
He fell
I
on
missed
people.
all of it.
All right, let's do a little inside baseball. For those that don't know, Sketchfest happened this
John
weekend.
Marino's the guy who sat in for Holden a couple weeks ago.
That's right. John Marino sat in for Holden. He did a great job. Everyone hated him.
Yeah.
So he nailed it. Wonderful.
We probably lost listeners because of it.
Yes. But he was...
Which is Holden's dream. That's Holden. John accomplished what you cannot do.
I hate it, and I love it. I just want you to, if you're listening right now, hit pause and let that lead to a full stop. Go. I'm sure there's some shit to do.
Take it baby steps. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Fucking
one step
maniac.
at a time.
What is wrong with your lumps?
They can't.
Jesus
you're not.
Christ.
Listen, you're not learning anything.
All right.
You can go on. There's so many other podcasts where it's funny and you learn stuff.
Right. No, I will say this is the dumbest podcast that is in the podcast
Everybody's
world.
talking over each other. It's a nightmare to listen to this fucking
I
thing.
agree. I don't know how they do it.
There's so many good ones. Even on our network, there's so many better ones to listen to.
I agree.
Jesus
That's the
Christ.
problem. It's never gonna work, man, because you're so unlikable. It's interesting. People are like, "How much of this can I take?"
Come full circle.
You're like the test your limits. They should just call this podcast "Test Your Limits." Test your limits with Holden McNeely.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna fail that test. Unbelievably obnoxious and ugly.
So Holden's moving out of your apartment soon.
He is. He's moving out in
What are
about
you gonna
15
do?
days. We're gonna get a new roommate in there.
Do you know who it's going to be yet?
Not yet.
This
It's
is
gonna
big
be
news,
It is
man.
big news. Breaking
If
news.
you're interested, hit up Ben on Facebook.
It'll be $1,050 a month to live in a room.
To live in the
that
size
is-
of a closet.
It does not matter because it's location. And it's a great room. So, yeah, if you are interested, if you're a fan, you want to move down to New York
There
City.
might be shit in a tub. There might not be shit in a tub.
There won't be shit in the tub because, as far as we know, Henry Zebrowski officially shit in the tub because he admitted to it. We all know it was actually Jackie. But
420
that's fine.
friendly.
So come on over to my place. And live with me.
We have
Don't
Netflix,
do
but I
this.
am taking the Roku box. But they're only $30 if you could show up with one.
They're 30?
$30 to $40 for
And maybe the
Roku.
Roku box, when you take it, is broken.
It's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
How will you raise the child? Marcus adopted a child recently.
Yeah.
His name's Nilbog.
Yeah.
Goblin backwards off
Goblin
of
2?
from Troll 2.
Troll
yeah.
2.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan of that dumbass movie.
It's a great
You've
movie.
seen it backwards twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called
I've
Goblin.
seen it backwards, like while it
You
was
just put it on rewind?
I superimposed it on top of it going forward, so I watch it backwards and forwards at the same time.
Oh, it'd be Lort if it was backwards.
He's seen Two Lord twice.
Yeah. I love
And
Lord.
he's gonna, his kid's name's Nilbog, and we gotta decide how we're gonna raise a child. When you raise a child got 9 lives like a cat.
No, it has one. It's a child.
So we're all gonna explain how we'd raise the child while Ed passes around the fucking
That is-
vaporizer pipe.
Holden, that is secret podcast information.
And I can't wait to get ahead of that fucker. But until I do, I will name how I'll raise a child. Marcus will decide who the other parent, the father or mother of the child that will raise it along with Marcus. You are raising the child
Yes.
with Marcus.
Yeah,
You have
we
to
are
keep
doing
that in
this
mind.
together.
And that's why his first our first little vacation, we're going to the boneyards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, a little tiny kid. Hopefully we'll see his first steps in the boneyards. It better be a him. If it's a girl, we'll tape a tiny penis to it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it'll definitely be raised a man either way.
Can I make the penis myself?
You can make the penis yourself out of lambskin? What are we doing here?
Lambskin and chicken bones, probably.
Chicken bones, stick it up in the lambskin,
Yeah.
right? To make the
Yeah, yeah,
penis.
yeah.
I think,
So
I mean,
it's
first of
always
all,
hard.
it's pretty much a done deal. I'm going to raise a child with you because we're already kind of getting plansy. I'm gonna say the first. Let's see. We'll take him. We'll homeschool him. Of course, he'll learn everything. You know, obviously he'll be religious. We'll do Satanism and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm cool with that. I'll also raise him. Fucking.
Barnett's coming.
I'll raise him to love the sea.
Weak lungs, man.
Barnett just smoked that, babe.
And then we'll take him to driving school when he's 3. And hopefully we'll get his permit by the time he's 6.
Are you still talking?
Going?
All right. I literally haven't been listening for.
We're
And,
already out. We gotta.
we'll I don't know. We'll set it on fire when he's 9. Kevin.
Great.
Wow.
I literally don't know what he said. What did he say, Marcus?
Don't worry about it.
Something about bones and fire.
All right.
Yeah.
2 of my favorite things.
Well, all right. Well, I forgot about this segment, but you know what? Listen. This is the truth.
Yeah.
We all know the future. In the future, warfare is going to be all birds. So we're going to have this kid that I raised from his birth. We're going to chain him up, arms and legs strapped to a thing in the middle of a room, which is going to be wall-to-wall birds. And he just has to deal with these birds fucking fluttering, squawking, and whatever else.
Shitting on him.
And the birds, the
shitting on
birds
him.
are just free in the room.
Yeah, the birds are free in the room.
Okay.
But it's like wall-to-wall birds. Like it's like shoulder-to-shoulder birds. Like the birds is fucking, birds might
Too many
die.
birds.
It's way too many birds. The one thing about this room is there's too many birds. In fact, on the outside of the room, it's going to have a, label that says too many birds. That's what the room is. And this kid lives in there, and he's going to grow and live in there for about 20, 25 years. And then we unleash him. He has no language. All he knows, he has no language. All he knows is fluttering, squawking, squawing, and bird shit. That's all he knows.
Right.
And he will take over the world at that point. You could say, his arms and legs have been, chained up for 20 years. They've atrophied and he doesn't know how to use his motor skills or whatever. But I think just off of the blind rage of being in Too Many Birds, which is the room that he's in, he will be able to control this entire universe, man. He's become so powerful on a mental state. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah, that's powerful stuff.
And the child shall lead them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ben?
What is the segment?
We're raising a child together.
How are you gonna raise it?
I've adopted a child.
I love you.
Don't raise it.
I love you too.
That's the most important thing when raising a child. Love between the two people raising it.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
That's
All right. I mean, there's a powerful message there.
Powerful.
Marcus has written nothing down.
I love. That's okay.
See, Marcus usually takes notes, but whenever it goes to you, he just he's like, oh, good, I can rest my hands for a little bit.
Right.
Because nonsense is about to happen.
No, that is right. Love.
I get it, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I get it
So
too.
you hug the kid.
Yeah.
And you hug him and you hug him and you hug him.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. I want to go to school. No. I hug him, man. I hug him. Normal kids are listening, to Avril Lavigne, he says. He wants to listen to Avril Lavigne. No. I hug him.
So every time he asks for something, you just hug him.
You hug him.
Yeah.
A child is best raised on love.
Dad,
I
I'm
want
hungry.
an education.
I'm hungry and I haven't had a shower in a month.
No. Do not. Pause. And just know where you are.
Yeah.
And know you're loved. Okay. So that's how we're going to raise our kid. And he's going to end up being a big feminist.
Yeah.
All right, big ass Mookie, what you got?
Dude, you gotta use your kids to benefit your own life. Right?
Okay.
So from an
You're
early
trading
age,
for food, you fat
gotta
piece of shit.
Eddie, hold on. Let's just stop the show and just say, Eddie, that was such a funny joke about how Mookie is fat. I love it when Eddie
What
makes
you're gonna
jokes
wanna
about
do,
how fat Mookie
you gotta
is.
just feed the kid and feed him and just never stop. And eventually he'll have a podcast.
Or 7.
No, but really though, you should just train the kid to learn how to crush vag from the earliest age possible. This way, us as his two dads can catch some of that residual pussy eventually.
That's it.
And get him playing the market early on too, so he can make tons of money.
So all the girls you can't finish off, this kid can just step in.
Yeah.
No, the other way around.
The
kid traps them, and
He
then we
gets so
swoop
many
in.
bitches that he has to give a couple to us.
We're raising a child for runoff pussy.
Exactly. Why else?
Runoff pussy sounds disgusting.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Runoff pussy.
Marcus, you want to get some of this runoff pussy? I've been logging her for fucking an hour and a half. She's delirious.
Honestly,
Nice to meet you.
Just put my hat on. She'll think it's me.
Come inside of her. She's overflowing.
Runoff
She's
pussy,
backed up.
Runoff pussy reminds me of hot guacamole.
For some reason, I don't know why. When you say runoff pussy, I just see you standing in the middle of a field with a cowboy hat with one of your miscellaneous Texas friends, and your son is just sitting in the middle of the field. Like, you see that boy? He's adorable, isn't he? 10 years. Runoff pussy.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
And then y'all fucking high five and ride horses off.
You raise them right, there's going to be a lot of runoff. You got to teach the kid to never really finish them off either. So they come your way.
All right. I'll take it under advisement.
That's perfect. We're going to raise this kid.
We should call this show That's Not Rape. I think maybe.
Well, I mean, I feel like you made it.
Walter?
Rape is a 4-letter word. Everyone remember that.
It is, yeah. You know, there is no truer sentence than what you just sentenced. Rape is a 4-letter word.
Walter?
Now I've had to say it too.
All right. I actually, I would want us to raise our child very strictly.
Oh.
With little to no emotional bond from us. He or she, I don't care what the sex is, would know us.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't.
You hate both of them.
Exactly. And with these, you and I would go about our lives having a blast, doing all the comedy stuff, hanging out.
Like nothing ever changed.
Yeah. But when we're with the kid, it would be nothing but emotional, distance.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Stonewall the fucker.
Totally. And we'd send it to boarding school, and they'd come back, and we would have very, very quiet Thanksgivings and stuff like that. But when the kid turned 21, we get to go Willy Wonka his ass and just open up the door to all the funnest things in the whole wide world. Yeah. We'll go get him high. We'll go get him drunk. We'll be really cool and be like, oh, man, you're the best. But up until then, just nothing.
I mean, that's pretty much how my parents raised me.
Same here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I think it's traumatizing.
Yeah, it fucks you up.
Yeah.
But once again, he can go and make podcasts.
Yeah, he'll go do something interesting.
Yeah. It makes for a
normal people,
great
boring
life.
people.
Yeah.
People in the bathtub with mom way too late in life. Fun people.
Jackie?
I would like to take this child and immediately put it in a nest in the top of a very tall tree.
Okay.
With not a lot of branches on it. And if it can either learn how to fly or make it down the tree, then we will continue on in raising it. So when it gets back to our house, which it should figure out. Yeah.
So it's Rapunzel.
No. I mean, we're expecting it to get out of the tree.
Yeah. We want it to get out of the tree.
So it gets
But
home.
don't,
Then you get another one.
There's
a million of them over there because we're going to get it from some kind of over there.
Yeah,
we're not getting it here. We want it stronger, better, faster.
Jackie, that's the most logical shit you've ever said.
I know. But then when we get it home, if it makes it there, we're gonna brush it, and then we're gonna neuter it.
Brush it like a horse.
Sure. Any kind of brushing you want.
Okay.
And then we're gonna
glue hair to its sides.
Yeah. If it doesn't have any.
And then brush it.
Yeah.
By the time it gets back to the house, I imagine it'll have hair.
Yeah.
And then you litter box train it.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna teach it how to fight.
Oh yeah.
And then
What
we're
is it gonna fight? Humans or dogs?
anything.
Okay.
Probably both.
You're talking about a child, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after we're done with that, we put a bow on it, we put it in a box, and we send it to Charlie to raise.
Fucking awesome. My brother's great with kids.
I know.
Yeah. He can raise them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 2 kids. He's an awesome father. That'd be so much
Is he
better.
an awesome father to box babies who were abused?
Strengthened.
All right. He could be. And if he doesn't like him, then he can just, throw him to my parents. Mm-hmm. And they're great with kids like that.
Send it to Texas. We'll just write Texas on the box.
Yeah. It'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
So hold on, I got a couple questions before I answer. If
I'm
that's
willing.
okay.
Maybe I'm willing to answer some of these questions.
All right. And so me and Marcus have to raise the child together, correct?
I mean, there's no rules in segment.
There's no
land,
rule,
man. Yeah,
okay.
There are rules.
No, you said
there's
we
no
would have to
rules.
raise it with Marcus.
Now, is it an adopted child from someone else, or is it half one of ours and the other one's taking on the
It's an
burden?
adopted
Marcus
child?
adopted a child.
Yeah.
Oh, you adopted the kid?
I adopted the kid.
I didn't get the whole premise.
And where was
of
the
that.
kid from? Where'd the kid come from?
Over there.
Over there.
Yeah.
So the other.
We're gonna
Yonder.
try for Russia.
Does it speak English?
We don't want Russia.
I mean, it's a little tiny.
I mean,
kid.
if it's a Russian, no, I need this
language
information.
develops in a kid. If it's a little tiny kid, language develops in a kid. As it's, you guys will teach it whatever language you want.
Dude, you can't have a Russian kid.
Why can't you have a
They
Russian baby?
literally live the life that Jackie just described jokingly.
Yeah, and they're strong as
kept in
fuck.
cages.
And you don't fuck with them.
I have 3 adopted Russian cousins.
And
They're the worst.
they're the worst.
Are they the worst?
Because they're
worst.
strong.
Like
and because
strong.
they're weak.
Mentally, just kind of scrambled.
All right, so we're getting a Russian then, and if they're the worst, from Walter's advice, I would go ahead and say that let's just train them to work. Let's
Good God, Eddie, you're just like your father.
Put a trash bag on him, make him run.
No. I mean, let's use him for what he's got. He's got, what does he bring to the table? Is he strong? All right, good. Let's teach
He's
him.
strong, but he likes poetry.
He likes poetry. Well, then we got to teach him how to dig.
Can't read while you're digging.
And I'm fucking great at digging.
Yeah.
And I love digging.
Sorry, so you'll be on digging.
Great.
And then I'll be on, just like meats. Cooking the meats, preparing the meats, slicing up the meats.
It sounds like you're gonna eat a bunch of meat, Ed.
There's a child in here.
You didn't even talk about feeding the kid the meats. I think you just want to cook
He'll have some.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll get a bit.
Yeah. The kid will have some of the meats, but mostly it's for me and Marcus, apparently, because we're living together now.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that worked out.
So this is the worst one because it's about raising the child. I mean, that's inappropriate.
So you teach him how to dig. I'll give him the meats, and then the digging will make him strong, and so will the meat. And so we're gonna, he's gonna learn how to play some kind of football, and if not, he's, like Jackie said, teach him how to fight.
Yeah.
Russians are good at fighting. Put him in a cage. And this is great. I think Jackie should be involved in this because I agree.
Jackie's the godmother, naturally.
Yeah.
At what
in
age
this
do
scenario.
firearms come into play?
Never.
No, okay.
Never. You make him scared of guns.
Okay.
You put him against his head and you're like, this is going to end your life.
I don't understand how this is different than a hostage.
He is, right? He's an
Because
orphan.
it loves you.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because I forgot orphans got to choose where they go. No, they're all hostages. They're all
Isn't that just childhood in general?
It's not exactly
a regular
wrong.
baby is more a hostage than anybody else.
Yeah.
We were all hostages
no
once.
choice.
You make a great point.
You gotta sit there and eat whatever fucking stupid shit they cook for
Right?
you,
Oh,
and then you
yeah.
gotta
Right.
you have to say you love them all the
Yeah,
time.
and
You
you
don't
have
know
to
that.
stay
Shit.
So
in their
basically,
prison.
that makes teachers hostage negotiators.
It's unbelievable. The whole system's flawed.
The whole system's flawed, man.
This whole birth thing is
Well, anyway,
wrong.
we get them really strong, and then we sell them to the NFL.
Oh shit! I'm going with Eddie.
That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of money. Meats digging. I can bond with him
Right.
while we're digging.
Yeah, well, you don't need. I mean, don't.
And I do
mean,
think there's
try not to
actually-
teach him English.
For
I'll
those,
try not to teach him English. I'm very,
language.
very
Babies
good at
don't come with
pantomime.
a language.
No,
Very
it's like a
good at
Furby.
pantomime.
It's like they're all the
And
same.
Jackie's, of course, the godmother.
Yeah. Grunts and winks.
Can we still have the
and
nest
stomps.
things?
That's all.
But,
you
I
need.
mean,
That's how we talk.
we are gonna have to teach him English though, because he's gonna have to know how to read plays and whatnot.
It'll make it. No, those just X's and O's.
Yeah, you just need fucking body, man.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
yeah. And you throw your arm to the right. He's go, and then he does it. And if he doesn't, you smack him in the nose.
I'll tell you right now, I'm happy for you guys, man. Right now,
Thank you.
I'm happy. Honestly, look, like there was my ex-girlfriend calls the dude she dated before me played for the Steelers.
The
and he got,
Lawrence Timmons.
Yeah. But it was funny, like when I first found out about it, and then I heard he had just got like a $65 million contract or whatever it was. My first thought was, damn, I wish I was his dad. Like, I'm very, like, I'm not even, like, I don't want to be him or, like, be an NFL player.
Yeah,
if you could just be somebody that rich and famous and good at what they do as father, that'd be the best shit in the world.
You know, and you ever see Unleashed with Bob Hoskins and Jet Li?
Oh, yeah.
It don't know no better.
Yeah.
It will provide for you. It'll, no matter how bad you were to it.
Yeah.
You know, you just make it submissive and horrible.
You're talking about a child?
I'm talking about any human that I own.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's just like, because I wouldn't do that to my own child because Lord knows I'm going to kill it before it's born. And
that's fine. And that it would be your choice to do so, but not.
That's a joint choice. We just did an episode about abortion on the brighter side.
Keep on talking. That's great. All right, everyone. I think that's the episode here.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I love it. And keep all of this in. Because this is kind of like the after time when Bill Maher's like, go to the internet, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So this is our after time after the show. So
Can we go now then?
Well,
I'm going right now.
No, we're doing after. No. The show continues,
but it's after the show.
After the show.
What are you guys doing after this?
Oh man, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Probably gonna have a cigarette and then.
This is great.
So interesting.
This is good. Jackie Zebrowski, Ed Larson, Marcus Parks.
That's me.
Well, technically not, because you said it kind of late, so it wasn't really you. You said that's me too.
Kevin Barnett, Mookie. Thank you so much for.
You
want
to plug anything, Mookie?
I got.
You got a new.
Just up your mouth.
Yeah, you got a new fucking cheese shop
I got a
opening
show
up.
at Pianos next Sunday.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, 19th.
It's a great show. And Walter.
Actually, yeah. Go and it's the last week, so go and like and help the Kickstarter campaign for Spooners, the web series.
Oh,
awesome!
Yeah,
I didn't
it's-
even know it existed.
Yeah, it's
You have to tell me about
it's the
these
last
things.
week of the Kickstarter.
I'll donate $20.
Yeah. So yeah, go help.
You're
that
gonna
shit
donate
out.
all your money?
No. I'm gonna bounce my card.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Hey.